Hello, friends. Today we have a story of mysterious and strange stories that you may have heard about, which is the Temple of Skulls. What is the story of this temple? Let's continue. The Temple of Skulls, it is considered one of the most terrifying places that you can visit in your life. This temple or this church is located in a small town called Shermna. The church looks from the outside like any ordinary church in Poland that is not tainted by anything, but as soon as you enter it, the hair of your hands will stand in a horrific, bone-chilling sight. So what is the story of the Temple of Skulls? In 1776, while America was declaring its independence from England and corpses were piling up in the American Revolutionary War, a priest and gravedigger in the small Polish town of Shermna, 1 kilometer north of Katowice, was also busy piling up corpses, but for a very different purpose. Inside his tea, the unassuming-looking Bartholomew, also called Kaplica Zasek, contains the skulls and bones of more than 3,000 people, adorning the ceiling and walls, and arranged in various patterns, mostly in Jolly Roger-style repeated crossbones, with another 21,000 skeletons stuffed in the crypt of the chapel below. The temple was built from 24,000 human skeletons. These bones that later made up what was called the Temple of Skulls were collected by Czech priest Václav Tomasek and J. Langer, the local gravedigger. It took about 18 years, from 1776 to 1794, to collect, clean and arrange up to 24,000 human skeletons that filled the church. While the majority of the skeletons are stacked in a crypt 16 feet deep below the church, the remainder are beautifully displayed in what Tomasek considered a sanctuary of silence. The two of them had plenty to choose from in terms of raw materials to build a Temple of Skulls. The 30 Years' War, the 7 Years' War, and many other skirmishes between Catholics, Hussites, Protestants, Poles, Czechs, and Germans on the region's borders left mass graves aplenty, not to mention cholera epidemics that routinely killed hundreds. Tomasek apparently found the mass graves by watching where the local dogs went to scavenge for bones. As the two unearthed and cleaned thousands of skeletons, the priest and gravedigger laid out important skulls for display in the church. The skulls are still on display today, and include that of Tatar warriors, the Shermna mayor and his wife, skulls with bullet holes, a Swiss cheese skull with syphilis, and even a giant's. Besides these particular skulls are those of the priest and the gravedigger themselves, who proudly preside over the Church of the Skulls, which they established and now call their final resting place. A trapdoor to the cellar below can be opened to reveal another 21,000 skeletons stacked directly below. There is a recording in the church explaining the history of the church and the Temple of Skulls, but it is so far only available in Polish, Czech, and German. And so ended today's story. We hope you liked it. Have a wonderful night and wait for us in the mystery of a new story.